Welcome, everyone. You are now listening to the Vote 2 podcast. I'm your host, Sir Lunch.
And I'm Beans. And we're here to interview P-Funk from the Steam Guild.
P-Funk, for those of us who don't know you or don't give a fuck to know you, who are you?
I'm P-Funk.
So you're on the list on Donkey Punk's posts about what the Steam Guild is and what they do as part of their staff. So what do you do as part of the Steam Guild?
And do you masturbate in the office?
Pick which one to answer first.
That's a great... You just had to throw that question in there at the same time. So, as part of Steam Guild, I have my specific mandate is to pick out what I feel are some of the best photography posts and basically, submit the link, and then another person will check it out, make sure it's, not total crap, and then they'll choose to vote on it.
Have you ever submitted pornography?
I have.
Legs wide open, vagina just in the face. Maybe
I probably have.
Have you submitted cocks?
I have not submitted cocks. Nobody's posted cocks as
but
far
if they
as
did,
so
if it was, I don't know if it was a good enough post. If it was a good enough photo.
If I draw elephant ears around my cock and then take a picture, will that be considered art?
Well, it would have to be presented well.
What if I made it in black and white? Black and white photo.
Oh, well.
I'm by a chair, an old clock, and I'm naked.
I'm not the black and white fiend in the group. You'll have to talk to that guy.
I'll upvote you.
Sorry, let me just say this. I'm ass naked doing this interview, and it feels great. I don't know if that makes you feel awkward, people.
You're drawing those elephant ears right now as we speak, aren't you?
Exactly.
Okay, so what do you think about guilds in general? Do you think they're good for the platform?
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm sort of a member of Curie. They've rearranged their organization, so there's not really membership. There's sort of just performance-based, full-time curators, and then sort of backup curators in a sense. So yeah, I've contributed to both Curie and Steam Guild, and I do believe that they offer value to the platform, and I do believe they've followed their objectives and have basically, been successful at them. And what I would want to see is that I feel the voting with the whale accounts, it basically disenfranchises smaller voters. As far as voting goes, it makes the influence of everybody's vote a bit less.
And is that a good thing, or?
Well, I think my personal opinion is that if your vote could do more, there might be more incentive to power up your account. But at the same time, I mean, it's not my call. I'm a member and I've expressed these things, but I'm not the decider. I'm not the account owner. I've only expressed my opinion, and that's all I could do. I just think that for the growth of Steam,
who do you have to sleep with to get your shit across, right? So who do you go in there? So if I went in there right now and I'm like, look, I got this really great post. Which one of you guys I got to sleep with right now, right? Get this shit on the train.
Everybody. Are you kidding me? We run a train.
You got to sleep with every one of them? So in other words...
Okay, donuts, cutting this shit out. But all of them, they'll have to run a train on you.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, well, when I say guilds in general, we're talking about this general idea of combined voting power. So, let's say it was a flag guild. Would that still be a good thing?
Well, a flag guild, I mean, I don't know. That would have to be defined in some way. And by the way, flags are not flags; they're downvotes. So
right.
I always use the downvote term because that's what they really are.
You see her? She's trying to cause some trying to drama, man. Nah. The things you use to adjust the value on content that has maybe been overvalued.
Okay, right. So you're not talking about an abuse fighting guild of sorts, but just strictly downvoting.
They exist too, don't they?
Right. Steam cleaners could be considered that, although Steam cleaners there's downvoting and there's commenting as well. Commenting is very important to Steam cleaners.
Can I say that Steam cleaners does a terrible job because my room is still pretty fucking dirty, and I've been on Steam for a long time. So Steam cleaners,
I don't get it.
Clean my room, please.
We'll get right on that. So you're talking about a downvote guild that is solely interested in devaluing content that this guild seems to think is overvalued.
Yeah, so it felt like a community of people came together and they had a set of standards that we're going to downvote anything that has this sort of content.
Yeah,
It's an
'cause
interesting idea.
What if there was a guy who like took a black and white picture of him bending over with his cheeks spread? I mean, you wouldn't. That's not value, right? So everyone could agree to downvote that, right? If it's at
We're all gonna
$200.
downvote your next post.
I'll still upvote you, Solange.
No, if Beans did it, I couldn't downvote that.
Oh, stop.
You know what we should do, Beans? We should take
Too much of a sweetheart.
upload picture of my butt and then say it's your butt and get everyone interested, and we'll just do it later that was mine.
I've got a black ass.
Oh god. Okay, so people, we talked with Naganu last week, I think it was, and he said and suggested that Ned might, right, quotations here, he was considering stopping his voting power and retracting it from guilds. How do you think that would affect the platform? And do you think that you would still masturbate if Ned retracted his voting power?
Oh man, you just gotta throw that in there, huh? See, now my mind is trying to figure out what is going to make the final cut on this interview.
Well, only one masturbation part will make it in there. I can promise you
God.
that.
But now how am I supposed to respond? Am I supposed to just ignore that
You
question?
just pretend it was never asked. Answer the question that you want to answer, which I presume is the masturbation one.
All right, so we'll get serious. If Ned retracted his voting power from guilds, what do you think that would do to the platform and for the platform?
Well, I really have to call Donuts on this one because that's his call, and I don't really know. I mean,
so then technically
Okay.
the masturbation question was obviously the right way to go with this one.
Okay, so there are people on the platform who have suggested that nobody from Steam It Inc. should be voting on the platform. What do you think about that?
I basically disagree with that because Dan and Ned both have shown that they enjoy participating on it. There's other Steam and Inc. employees that participate in Steam, and that's what I want to see. I want to see everybody who's involved in the company and anybody who's involved at all posting and commenting on Steam, interacting with it themselves.
All right, P-Funk, what do you think about the Oprah Winfrey Guild that First Akin is starting?
I really like to see people do new stuff on Steam, and this is sort of a new thing where, he's recruiting people to basically upvote every post, or almost every post, with 1% upvote power. So it's a lot of little, it's like a lot of little bees or something going at everything. So it's like bees pollinating every flower.
So would you call First Akin the mother or the queen bee?
Yes,
Are you calling First Akin the queen bee?
That's a nice
That's
way to
right.
look at it.
I think it's a cool thing to do. It's kind of I think it's encouraging for people to see some upvotes on their posts, 8 or 10. I can't remember how many he's recruited, but I think he said he's recruited over 20 now. So, it could be that every post is going to see 20, 30 some votes and maybe more if he gets more people on it. I don't know, that could be a cool thing. There could be some, extra tension with the votes versus view count thing. But we'll have to see how that winds up. And, he's also made an effort so that the votes aren't being thrown towards people or accounts with negative reputation or that have received a downvote from Cheetah or have received a downvote from a couple other accounts like Steam Cleaners and I think Blacklist too. So yeah, we'll have to see how that experiment works out. As far as the guild's methodology, I talked to Versticken about it, but I do think it should, I don't know, everybody who's giving Versticken or anybody else who's running a voting guild their posting key should understand that if their posting key is compromised, then it is possible that their posts and comments could be vandalized if their posting key is compromised. And if one guild or whatever has a whole crap load of posting keys, then it makes it a potential juicy target.
Very true.
Let me just say this, guys. That's a good point. And you heard it here first. B-Funk says, before you have sex with the guild, put on a condom.
Right, wrap it up.
Yeah, because if you're going to give your posting key away and they're going to vandalize, as you say, edit your comments, that's on the blockchain forever, right?
I don't expect, if you don't change it back, it's possible. And I don't expect, when you say they, I don't expect Versticken or Steve
No, I mean
to be vandalizing anything, but it does make potential target for if they're hosting all these keys in one central location.
As he was answering that, I said to myself,
You did not masturbate.
yeah, you're not masturbating at all, P-Funk.
Oh yeah, I'm self-celibate.
You're the one butt naked.
I am. P-Funk, have you ever considered becoming a witness?
And yes, I have considered becoming a witness. Thank you.
What stopped you from becoming a witness?
Nothing stopped me.
So, I mean, if you had the chance to become a witness, what would you do for the platform?
Well, I would participate in Steam Cleaners. I've been one of these.
An interview that had you in it and was highlighting you, the showrunner.
The current interface limitations of Steemit have prevented me from re-steaming even one thing on my account for the entire time it's been available.
P-Funk is like that really hot girl in the bar that she flirts with you really hardcore, and you're like, baby, we're gonna take this upstairs, and she's like, no, I have to go to work in the morning. I just want to go upstairs, take off all our clothes, and re-steam.
Okay, so there's obviously been a lot of talk about the guilds lately, and a lot of people think that they're not doing the good that they say that they're doing. But with this delegated voting that's coming, do you think that that's going to change much for the guilds?
I think the guilds probably will adapt and probably use that feature, although it will be up to the account holders to delegate the voting power to the guild accounts. So it's really at their pleasure. But I think Curie will benefit from that quite a bit if they get the delegated vote power to their Curie account, because Curie does pay out the contributors using curation rewards in addition to the daily Curie posts. And they've actually reduced the amount of voting on the daily Curie posts in favor of using curation rewards as a source of funding. So I definitely think Curie will benefit from that a lot. And as far as Steam Guild goes, I'm not sure what will happen there, but we'll see. And then I think it will potentially make it easier for other guilds to form.
Why is there a difference between Curie and Steam Guild with regards to the delegated voting?
Because so far the model of Steam Guild, as has been discussed recently, is upvoting on the contributors' posts. And this has been a controversial thing that's been discussed lately. That is basically their method of operation.
Would it not still be possible in that model to continue funding themselves the same way they did before?
It's not my place to say, really. I don't know what the plan is, or if there is a plan, or what the other members of Steam Guild are considering or planning. I would follow Donkey Pong usually posts the things about Steam Guild. So
do you know, is the delegated voting, you're supposed to be able to get Steam or curation rewards just by voting with somebody else's Steam power, right?
Yeah, that is how it is planned to work. It was basically explained on the GitHub issue, I believe, that the delegated voting power feeding back curation rewards to the, say, whale account that delegated the power, that would just get a bit too complicated in the back end, blockchain software.
You said back end.
That I did. So essentially any delegated voting power would be, if you're using delegated voting power to vote on a post, your account would get the curation rewards and not the person who delegated it to you. And I think there's potential advantages there with the guilds. So we'll have to see how it happens.
Can we play a game called How Does P-Funk Value the Trending Page? I'll do it with you. I'm humiliating myself. I'm gonna be P-Funk. I'm gonna be P-Funk. You guys eat donuts. Guardians of the Steam universe. This is P-Funk, by the way. A different perspective on the roles of whales within the Steam ecosystem. It's valued at $144. Snowflake, my friend, you get a fucking upvote. Why? Because I love snowflakes. On Guilds and Managing Expectations by ATS David. He has 3,560 votes, which is fucking amazing. And it's valued at $141. ATS David, I'm sorry, sir, but I think it should be valued at $141.51. You, sir, get down value, right? Results from the first Steam writing competition, you get all the value because it's a writing competition. This has been P-Funk, and the trading page has just been assessed.
That was only like three posts.
Now, to wrap this up, I want to ask you 6 questions. You were like, wrap this up? 6 questions? That's crazy.
Only 6, all right.
The first question is, who do you think Asshole was? Let's play Batman and Robin.
Honestly, I never really got a good lead on who that was, so no idea.
I suspect P-Funk. I'm just gonna put that out.
It's a rough
Well, it got them to change the flag appearance, sort of. That's what we want it to be, but they changed it a little bit, so isn't that what you wanted?
I wouldn't say the mission was accomplished. I still think having those little dots is too much, but it's a start.
I just think they need smiley faces or sad faces, right? That'd make everyone feel a certain way, not too bad. If you could say something nice to Nagano, because I know your guys' past is shaky, like salt shaker, shake. If you could say something nice to him, what would it be?
Well, I listened to his interview from last week, and he's clearly a guy who does care about Steam, and I have a better understanding of where he's coming from. I think he's got a good heart underneath everything, and what I was mad at him for was just something between me and him.
But see, guys, that's what it's all about, right? Past the questions, the bullshit, and the drama. We're trying to bring people together. So Nagano, I hope you heard that. It's water under the bridge, right? P-Funk's cool, so the next time you approach him, don't be on no tripping shit, man. Be on that. What's up, P-Funk? How you doing?
But we actually just talked, and that's pretty much how it was.
Look at that.
Cool.
See, let's keep the good vibes going. And maybe next time we could have you and Nagano on here having an intelligent conversation and not having a dick measuring contest, because I'll get into it and I'll whip out. And you guys know what they say about black people. We're really good at basketball. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Thank you, P-Funk. That was fucking wonderful.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Shout out to everyone who supports the VO2 podcast. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you to all the listeners. And thank you to everyone who shows up every Sunday at 11, sometimes 12 o'clock to support us. We appreciate you.
I also want to shout out to the first Irish person I met in person yesterday, Erosh and Ishtar.
The best thing that we can get is you guys coming in. I know we asked for donations, but the best donation is your guys' presence. And not, birthday presents, but your presence hasn't been there.
But we like birthday presents too.
Yes, we would. Donuts.
Donuts.